Your manager says you're doing great work. Your reviews are positive. Your colleagues value what you contribute. And when you ask what you should focus on next, the answer is always the same. Keep doing what you're doing. Continue building visibility. You're on the right track. So it feels reassuring. But after the same conversations happen over and over, it begins to feel like you're not making any real progress because you followed the feedback. You've continued delivering, and somehow you're still having the same career conversation you were having a year ago. And then at some point, you start asking yourself, am I on the right track? Why am I still in the same place? And most people convince themselves that they need to be more patient or execute with more effort. But the truth is that inside organizations, feedback can serve two very different purposes. Some feedback is meant to prepare you for movement, while some is meant to keep you performing exactly where you are. And the language can sound almost the same, but the future attached to it is completely different. The purpose of feedback. Here's why this can be so confusing. Most of us think feedback has one purpose, and that's to help us improve and prepare for the next level of our careers. And sometimes it does. But managers also use feedback to solve the needs of the organization. They use it to improve performance, correct problems, maintain standards, and keep valuable people engaged, and help the current operation run more effectively. So if your manager tells you to communicate more clearly, manage your time differently, or build stronger relationships across the team, this is generally helpful advice, and it's intended to make you better at your job. But becoming better at your current job and becoming more likely to receive a different one aren't always the same thing. Understanding that difference is what most professionals are never taught to do. They hear positive feedback and assume it's pointing them upward. But the organization may simply be helping them become more effective in the role they already have. So the important question to ask yourself isn't just, is this good feedback, but rather, what is the feedback supposed to change? And if the answer is your current performance, well, that's useful to know, but it isn't necessarily a career path. I'm Thomas Schmidt, and I've spent 3 decades as an executive inside organizations. And what I learned from the other side of the table is what this channel is all about. And if that's useful to you, go ahead and subscribe. Maintenance feedback and mobility feedback. Well, there are two kinds of feedback. The first is maintenance feedback. Maintenance feedback is what helps you perform in your current role more successfully. It may be positive, it may be accurate, and it may even help you become one of the strongest people on your team. But it's usually not about positioning you for a future opportunity. You're told to keep delivering and continue improving, build more visibility, be more strategic, strengthen your communication. And those are all positive things to improve upon. The problem is that no one explains what they're supposed to actually change. What will greater visibility allow you to do? Who needs to see you differently? What opportunities would become possible if you followed that advice? If no one can answer those questions, well, the feedback may improve your performance without changing your trajectory. And here's what maintenance feedback often sounds like in practice. You're doing great work. Just keep demonstrating the same level of delivery, and the visibility will follow. Well, that's not a path. That's telling you to stay the course. Then there's mobility feedback. Mobility feedback is different. It begins with a future decision. Maybe the organization is considering you for a larger role. Maybe leadership needs to see whether you can operate across functions, lead through ambiguity, or make decisions with greater risk. And the feedback is connected to that future. It might sound something like, if you're going to lead at the next level, people need to see that you can resolve competing priorities across teams, not just represent your own function. That feedback now has a purpose. It's telling you there's a capability leadership needs to trust and evidence that still needs to be created. That means there should be an assignment, a conversation, or a change in responsibility that allows you to create it. Here's what needs to become true for a different decision to be made about you. Maintenance feedback says, keep getting better. Mobility feedback says, here's what needs to become true for a different decision to be made about you. That's a very different conversation. Why managers give maintenance feedback? This doesn't mean your manager is misleading you. In most cases, they're doing exactly what the organization expects. Performance reviews are usually built around the role you currently have. Are you meeting expectations? What could you improve? What should you focus on over the next several months? Those are current role questions. They're not necessarily career mobility questions. Your manager may also depend heavily on what you're already doing. You're reliable, you know the work, you solve problems without creating drama. Helping you become even more effective may genuinely be valuable to them, but they may not have thought about where that development leads. They may not know what opportunities will open, or they may be reluctant to describe a future they can't deliver. So they give you feedback that's safe, positive, and useful. Keep doing what you're doing. Build more visibility. Continue operating at the next level. And you leave the conversation feeling reasonably good about your performance and future prospects until 6 months later when you have exactly the same conversation again. That's when the pattern matters. One vague conversation may mean very little. But when the feedback repeats and the development goals stay the same and no new responsibility follows, you may not be progressing through a career plan. You may simply be improving inside a maintenance loop. How to tell which kind you're receiving. So how can you tell whether the feedback is connected to movement? Well, listen to see if your future is attached to it. If your manager says something like you need more visibility, well, you need to ask, visibility with whom? And what should those people become more confident about after seeing my work? If they tell you to be more strategic, what different decision would I be expected to make? What kind of problem would I own that I don't own today? If the feedback is preparing you for greater responsibility, someone should eventually be able to connect it to something real. A changed assignment, a broader audience, a decision you'll be allowed to make, a capability leadership needs to see. Mobility feedback also tends to be an investment. Someone gives you the assignment, introduces you to the right people, allows you into a different conversation, and follows up afterwards. The feedback doesn't just describe how you should change. The organization creates a situation in which the change can be seen and used. And without that investment, feedback can remain permanently aspirational. Things like be more strategic, increase your visibility, demonstrate greater leadership. You can spend years chasing language like that because there's no clear point at which you've completed it. And if the standard can't be observed, it can always be repeated. How to change the conversation? Well, the answer isn't to challenge your manager every time they give you feedback. It's to change the question you're asking. So instead of asking only, what should I improve? Try asking, when you think about me taking on greater responsibility, what would leaders need to see that they haven't seen yet? That moves the conversation away from general improvement and towards a future decision. So if your manager identifies something specific, follow it with, where could I demonstrate that? Now you're not simply listening to advice. You're looking for the connection between development, evidence, and opportunity. So if the answer is just keep doing what you're doing, there's one question that can make a situation much clearer. If I keep doing this successfully for another year, what do you expect will be different? This isn't confrontational. It's a reasonable career question. Maybe your manager has a clear answer. Maybe there's a role being discussed, a capability you're building, or an opportunity that needs more time. And that's useful to know. But if your manager can't describe what should be different, well, the feedback may not be leading anywhere. And that's also useful to know because once you understand the difference, well, you can make a more informed decision. Ask for a more relevant assignment. Look for sponsorship elsewhere in the organization. Move closer to work that carries greater future value. Or decide how long you're willing to remain inside a career development process with no defined destination. What positive feedback really tells you? Positive feedback tells you that your contribution is valued. It tells you that people appreciate what you're doing. And it may confirm that you're performing at your current role extremely well. But it doesn't automatically tell you that anyone is preparing you for something different. For that, the feedback needs to have a future attached to it. A decision, a missing piece of evidence, an opportunity that creates that evidence, and someone willing to use it when that next decision is made. So you don't need every feedback conversation to contain some kind of promise. Organizations change and roles disappear and timelines move and no responsible manager can guarantee exactly what's going to happen next. But you do need to understand what job the feedback is doing. Is it helping you become stronger where you are? Or is it preparing the organization to trust you somewhere else? Both can be valuable, but only if you know which one you're receiving. Because if your manager keeps telling you that you're on the right track and no one can explain where that track leads, well, you may not be moving slowly. You just may be standing still. Have you ever followed your manager's feedback only to find out having the same career conversation a year later? Let me know what happened in the comments below. And if you want more practical guidance for navigating mid-career challenges, make sure you're subscribed. Until next time, take care, be kind to yourself, and keep leaning into what makes you strong. And I'll see you in the next one.